back again. We see that all of these coins are really in the sort of 10% range in losses, and that is significant. When you have all of the top coins losing about 10% of their market value, that is significant to say the least. And so we can see here that we are getting bargain basement prices on some of these blue chip coins, but we're also seeing the market show that it's just not quite strong enough to build for a bull run yet. Even though we've got consistent good news coming out of the blockchain and distributed ledger space, we are consistently seeing some slide here, and this is a significant slide from the last 2 days. We've lost about a sixth of our market cap. That's not something small. It's about 15% across the entire market cap. Hopping over to the biggest gainers and losers, it is really no surprise to see Ontology doing well, as we are very much so big fans of Ontology, and we see a huge future for this coin. We'd love to see it dip a little bit more so we can continue to expand and accumulate our position in this coin. We're certainly hoping to see it go down and test that $1 range, because we think it's still a little ways away from deployment. So hopefully it'll get back down there. Guys, stop buying up the Ontology. We're trying to get a bigger position. Come on. Also, with a nice gain, we have Oyster Pearl, which is another very cool coin that's trying to repurpose internet servers. We have some really interesting stuff in the top 10 here. Obviously, JJXAO is supposedly tied to real world assets. It's not quite a tether, but it's a similar kind of peg type of currency. So we can see why it might not be losing or having as much sway as the rest of the market. All in all, this is a pretty red day, and we should be prepared for some market slide. Hopefully we can maintain some strength here around the Bitcoin numbers. But regardless, we've seen the market decide to take a little bit of a step back, a retracement. And some more lead news out of the day, we have an announcement that the Kick app will be launching on not just Ethereum and not just Stellar, but both of them using the same token. Further details are still forthcoming, but we do know that the Kick app is going to process all of the transactions through the Stellar network, but it's also going to rely on the Ethereum network for liquidity. Essentially, the tokens will be locked on one side whenever they're unlocked on a different blockchain. If I wanted to send my Ethereum-based King token to the Stellar network, it would essentially lock itself on the Ethereum network via smart contract, and then it would be unlocked on the Stellar network. It's very interesting stuff, and hopefully one of the first examples of cross-chain interoperability that we see coming in this year. Bruno Le Maire of France is attempting to introduce ICO regulations in a bid to attract the next hot cryptocurrency or blockchain-based startups. In an article published on the